Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome back to Vibes Check Politics. Before I start this video, I would like to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed to this channel because I realized I have reached to 2,000 subscribers. I am very happy and I appreciate each and every one of you who has made an effort to take me to 2,000 subscribers. I was at 1,000 subscribers like 2 days ago. I have gained 1,000 subscribers in 2 days. Thank you very much, guys. I do not take it for granted. God bless you. And we started this video because of a documentary that was released yesterday, June 15th by NTV, labeled Brothers in Arms. That documentary shows how Kenya has been involved in the wars in Sudan. And this documentary actually portrays Kenyan ammunition crates. In fact, there were crates that had Kenyan ammunitions, and the reason they concluded that those crates belong to Kenya is because there was labels on the crates that say Kenya, meaning that the crates belong to Kenyan government or the Kenyan Ministry of Defense. On the other hand, this documentary has been was showing high-profile meetings between the leader of the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces, which is a rebel group in Sudan that is against the government, has been having high-profile meetings in Kenya, meeting the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto. And there has been allegations that they are trying to form a parallel government within the country. Also, there has also been allegations that the Kenya government and RSF are laundering gold money within the country and using that money to fund the ammunitions that were seen at RSF bases in Sudan, where the Sudan soldiers found the RSF base and found this ammunition there, meaning that for those 100,000 plus people that have been killed in Sudan by RSF, that war has actually been sponsored by Kenya's Ministry of Defense, because how else do the Kenyan military equipment find themselves in a foreign nation by a rebel group? How can you explain that? And you know, there are several consequences of such information being leaked out at this time. Because the first one, I want to talk about the consequences of such a documentary, consequences of such a huge documentary, because that is not a small documentary, because whatever is revealing could have dire consequences for the president and his government. And the first one is that it will bring problems between Kenya and the neighboring countries, because now Kenya cannot be trusted. If you think about it, Sudan, Ethiopia, Uganda, Tanzania, they would demand an explanation from Kenya, because Kenya can no longer be trusted. This documentary has destroyed the bilateral ties that have made Kenya to be unique within the region. Kenya's reputation as a neutral mediator between conflicting countries within East Africa is now strained. Now, these countries will demand an explanation from Kenya. And where does it put Kenya and William Ruto himself? At a very bad position. Because now, even internationally, people are looking at us. They are looking at our country. What do we want with Sudan, and especially at a time that it could bring conflict between Kenya and Sudan or Somalia, because these countries will no longer accept. They will feel that whenever Kenya engages with that country, then they have self-interest. Another consequence is political instability within the country. Sometimes such things should not leak to the public, because one of the things that you have to know is that the documentary has vindicated the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, because at an interview in KTN in April of 2025, he revealed that William Ruto is setting up a parallel government within the country for RSF so that they can invade South Sudan and kill women and children. He also revealed that RSF is laundering gold within the country, and then the money is used to buy arms that are taken to Sudan to kill women and children. He said that the main commander of RSF is actually William Ruto, because a movement like RSF, for it to succeed, it requires funding. And the person who is funding this RSF is William Ruto. Also, William Ruto has given RSF Kenyan soil in the KICC. I don't know where he mentioned, but he said in the Kenyan soil is where William Ruto has allowed RSF to create a parallel government so that it can continue doing the illegal laundering of money. And you see, such a documentary has vindicated somebody like Rigathi Gachagua, meaning that public trust will shift from the president to the opposition. Because right now, I can bet that Rigathi Gachagua will try to advance his politics using what William Ruto has done, because this is an own goal, if you ask me, for the president. And given the fact that the election is nearing, I believe that it could be a strain, because this is not right. This is not good for the president. The other consequence that is very dire for the country and the president is economic risks. This is because the international investors and donors, or those who provide aid to the country, might not be interested to associate themselves with Kenya, especially in the fact that they are being involved in money laundering and illicit ammunitions. Then how can investors who have big dreams for their investments try to go to Kenya? They will view Kenya as a riskier partner in business, which is more challenging for Kenya, and especially in business-wise, especially in Nairobi financial markets. It will strain the currency. The Kenya shillings we might be affected against the foreign currencies. So economic issues might be a very dire consequence. Another consequence is for the public trust, because now the president has lost public trust. You see, when the president tries to say something to sanitize or to make good of what he says, people will see him as somebody who is out to make money and does not care about the lives of people. And especially when we have Gen Z deaths, somebody like Albert Ojwang was killed in a police station, and now we are hearing that our own president, Kenyan president, a country that has been respected in East Africa as a neutral mediator between countries that are in conflict. President William Ruto, I hear he is a chairman of IGAD. I believe that this has trained the public trust of people. I don't believe that Kenyans want a president who is involved in sabotaging another country. So I believe that this issue might bring problems into South Sudan, and I might bring problems within the country, because now the president will lack the public confidence. Even some politicians will not side with the president on this issue, because now the opposition has been vindicated. He has lost the public trust. I don't know what the president is planning for 2027, because now he must have a very good plan, because his decisions that he has made where he was in power in a very short period, not even 3 years in, all these issues are coming out. It is not a good look for the president. Even if he tries to stand inside himself, I believe it's not a good look. Another consequence, I believe, is international scrutiny, because bodies from international bodies like the UN and the ICC might be prompted to come and investigate the Kenyan government because of its involvement in war crimes. For example, providing arms to a warring country where the rebels have killed over 100,000 people. Then the international community might feel prompted to come and investigate. And what are the consequences of this? Because somebody like me, who is a Kenyan, cannot go and prosecute the president or take the president to court. The Constitution of Kenya has protected the president from any prosecution by any citizen of the Republic of Kenya. You cannot take the president to court. He has been protected because if the president can be taken to court, then everybody will be taking the president to court and dragging the name of the president through mud every time. But therefore, the Constitution of Kenya does not allow anybody to take the president to court. The only way the president can be taken to court is through the international pressure from the UN and the ICC. These guys removed Muhammad Gaddafi from power and they hanged him. So they are the only ones who can remove a president. So that is the case. And I believe that is a very big issue for William Ruto, given the fact that he has already been in ICC before. And I hope that it will not affect the future of Kenya or affect us economically. Well, those were my reasons. What do you think about this issue, about this documentary? If you have not watched it, you can watch it on NTV YouTube page. I believe I watched it there. You can go and watch it. You can give your opinion. I would like to hear your opinion. Please subscribe to this channel. It's a new channel. I thank you for the 2,000 subscribers. I am now aiming for 3,000 subscribers, maybe by the end of the month. And I will thank you very much, guys. Like this video and subscribe, and peace.